Today we're going to change a valve stem on a Camry. This is one of the pressure sensor types. We're going to do this without any special tools. One of the things we do have to do is remove the old module and then break the bead on the tire. We're going to use some soap, a block of wood, and an axe. Only because that's just the only sledgehammer I have. Okay fellas, so before we get started, it's very important that you understand a secret that not many people know about car rims when it comes to getting these tires off. Every tire guy knows this, of course. But essentially, a rim has a special feature. You see this indent right here? This is the profile of a car rim. And this indent has a lower radius than this area. This right here is where your bead actually sits in the tire. You want to get the tire, one side of the tire, to fit down in here as you're attempting to pull this side up and over. That's the secret. This is the top outside part of the tire. You want to get this section of the rim sticking out way past the lip. So here's where the tire would actually be looking like. Oops. And then it kind of has to be crimped up on that other side. But then over here, so the tire would look like this. And then it's gonna smash there. But that's the key, is to getting this side of the tire. This is the top of the rim, by the way. This is the side where your valve stem's gonna be sticking out. And the valve stem usually lays just like that. But what you'll do is you'll be able to get this part of the tire torn down. I had to take the whole side of the tire off, of course, but let's pretend that's not there. That's the key, fellas, is getting the inside of the tire hole up inside this special little ridge. If you try starting from the back of the tire, that feature does not exist, and you will not be able to pop that tire up over the lip. You're going to want to set something down to protect the rim from getting scraped up really bad. I don't know why, but this particular tire, the bead will not bust with traditional methods at all. I've tried several different techniques that have always been successful. You see how I kind of wedged that in there? Otherwise, you're really fighting the jack. Ooh, that didn't sound good. There it goes. Okay. There's a groove inside the rim on this side that goes all the way around, and the tire can fall down into that, and it changes the diameter conflict that keeps the tire on there. All right, fellas, so that's just the one thing to remember. You have to get that tire, the rubber bead, to go into this deeper section of the rim. There's give me that damn thing. I don't know if you guys can see this here. You see the deep groove right here in this rim? See that ledge? That's where you got to get this rim of the tire to pull down into like that. But up on the top instead. When you're trying to bust that first piece, that's the trick. And it seems to be on the outside of the rim all the time. Okay, from what I can tell, this is an 11mm socket. You want to gently tighten that thing. So here we are, fellas, and if there was a leak anywhere present, eventually what will happen is a little mountain of foam will build up. I don't see any significant activity other than that of bubbles popping that we've already made. So we'll let that sit a minute. I'm going to go ahead and throw this all back on the car because this job's complete whether we like it or not.